is Joseph. What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Just want to do a quick video about the HRO bill. For those who don't know, the HRO bill is the Human Rights Ordinance, simply saying you can't, it's against the law to discriminate against someone. You can't say someone can't work there, they can't live there because of race, religion, color, background, and now they're adding sexual orientation, identity, and expression to the bill, because some people feel that definitely people don't get jobs sometime, not allowed to live in certain places because of their sexual orientation. So this is a big deal that's going on the table. All the candidates get asked this question, and I'm someone that's for the HRO, but not just because I'm for it, because I actually read the ordinance myself and studied the ordinance myself and read the issues myself. I didn't let someone else tell me about it. I read it. I encourage you to do the same. If you're on the fence, if you're for it, or if you're against it, read the ordinance for yourself. From my understanding, the ordinance is just simply saying, don't tell someone they can't work here, live here, because they are a homosexual, or they look like a homosexual, or they are transgender. You shouldn't do that anyway. My video, specifically this morning, is for the church, for the Christians, the ones that are against the HRO. Now, I am 100% Christian, in love with God, believe that Jesus Christ came down, he was made flesh, died on the cross for my sins. I believe in so much of what the Bible says that I was diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 25 years old. I took one round of chemo and refused the rest of the medicine. I believed and had faith that God would heal my body. I put my life on the line when it comes to what the Bible says. So that's how much I believe. Okay? So I am a Christian in and out, but I also know the basic principles because I read the Bible myself, because I study and have a relationship with God. I know the basic principle of that Bible is love. To love your neighbor as you love yourself. Everything the Bible stands on is because of love. So discrimination is anti-love. So when I read the ordinance and I see that it's saying don't tell someone they can't work here because of you're homosexual. Don't say you can't live here because of you're homosexual. That is correct. You should never do that because they're homosexual. That is ridiculous. That's not love. I don't agree with them. I may don't think that it's biblically correct, but that doesn't have nothing to do with them working. You know, I mean, that's ridiculous. But there's a clause to it when it comes to a religious organization. So that's why I'm talking to the church. So church, please listen. Pastors, please listen. And I've talked to several different pastors about the situation. Why am I for the HRO? And I couldn't believe that some pastors haven't even read the bill. You got to be kidding me. You guys are talking and making a stand against something you never even read. That is ridiculous. Okay? So, reading the bill, like I said, it states that you shouldn't discriminate for that. But I understand when it comes to a religious organization, that's just not okay. And I understand that, and I totally agree with that. If you are a Christian organization and your constitution is the Bible, and Christians and towards the Bible saying that homosexuality is wrong, sin is wrong, period, that understandable 100% that you don't want a transgender homosexual as an usher at your front door of your church. It doesn't make any sense at all. It totally goes against the basic principles of what you stand on. I'm with you on that. Absolutely. 100%. You are a faith-based organization. You are a non-profit organization. If you're 501c3, so I'm with you. So you shouldn't want that. So if you think that's going to make you have to hire them, absolutely. You should be like saying no, no, no. But guess what? Because we haven't read it and understood the ordinance, it basically says, clear as day, that the organizations of that sort are exempt. Whoa, yes, I just said exempt from that when it comes to the Fair Employment Act, the part of it. You are exempt. Please read. The church is exempt. You are a nonprofit organization, faith-based organization. That rule does not apply to you. You don't have to hire them. I read it the first time, the second time, for some reason, I didn't see that part. I just learned last night at the Northeast Florida LGBT because I just had left an hour meeting with a pastor going back and forth. Before I even found that part of it, I was saying myself that hey, I'm for the HRO, but it's going to have to be some amendments in there so that faith-based organizations doesn't have to do that because of the constitution of what the faith-based organizations stand on, which is the Bible. So I totally agree. But after researching last night, they told me, thank goodness they told me that, I went back and researched, and it's clear as day. I don't know how I missed it. They are exempt from that. So please tell your pastor, tell whoever from the church. Don't listen to another pastor that calls them on the phone and tell them what the ordinance says. Don't listen to anybody else talking. Read it for yourself. The ordinance is fair. It's simply saying don't tell someone you can't work here, you can't live here because of you are a transgender, you're homosexual, or how you look. Come on. That's simple. Now I do want to say this. So the church and nonprofit organizations and schools are exempt from that. Now I do want to say this needs to be added into the bill, definitely. This is the part I'm going to mention now. Just a quick example of what I'm talking about.